I'm always broke. I don't even know what to do or how I can, subsidize my salary. I need ideas because I'm now even being so disappointed and being unhappy. So she says she's very, very unhappy. And I was like, you know what? This is something that many of us are going through. We are working, but we don't even see what is it that we are working for. We are always broke. We are always, and when you look at our salaries, some of us, you'd ask yourself, hello, my beautiful family. Welcome back to Success Link, a channel where we talk everything about success, be it in your career, be it in your business, be it in your life in general. But here we talk about, things that are going to make you successful in your respective fields, in your respective aspect of life. So today today I'm doing something different, which came about after a post that I posted on TikTok, where I was talking about, the relationship people have with money. And there's someone who commented, and we ended up taking it to my WhatsApp. This person says, I'm always broke. I don't even know what to do or how I can, subsidize my salary. I need ideas because I'm now even being so disappointed and being unhappy. So she says she's very, very unhappy. And I was like, you know what? This is something that many of us are going through. We are working, but we don't even see what is it that we are working for. We are always broke. We are always, and when you look at our salaries, some of us, you'd ask yourself, are we living beyond our means? Or do we have a high, fancy lifestyle that we cannot afford? Are we not financially educated? What could be the problem? And a side note, I'm not a financial person, but I think I've had my own bad relationship with money to a point that now I'm here when it comes to money. I plan my money so well now. I'm not perfect, but I think I've done so much in my life up to this age, to be making money mistakes, unless maybe in business. But for now, my relationship with money, I would like to think, well, we are okay. So this is the message that this person wrote me. So I've got my laptop here. I'm going to be looking this side in case you're wondering why is she looking that way. So this person says, Mina, I can't even afford my own groceries. I'm always broke. So this is what she commented. But then when we started talking further, she said to me, I would really need your advice. I work as a health and safety officer at a construction company, and I earn about 33,000 per month. And honestly, I feel like I'm drowning. I cannot even afford my groceries, and I'm stuck in debts. My car takes most of my salary, and every month feels like a survival. I don't know how to fix this. Please help me, even if it's just with a hustle idea that I can start, because I'm drowning. Oh, shame. This is something that many of us are going through. So as we proceeded with the conversation, me and this lady, I'll call her Lerato. So me and Lerato, when we continued with the conversation, I was like, how girl, 33,000, imali ngaga, how are you always broke? Why can't you afford your groceries? I mean, like, your take home is 33,000. Guys, do you know how much 33,000 is? But anyway, so I asked her to list for me the things that she's spending her money on. So she wrote me her expenses. And this is rare because people can't really open up when you ask them personal questions like how they spend their money. So this is what she said. She said she pays rent 8,000. I mean, for me already, rent 8,000. I'm like, girl, where do you stay? 8,000. But anyway, as a judge, right? Rent 8,000. Car installment 7,800. And then car insurance, she says 1,000. Anyway, petrol, she spent about 3,000. Groceries, 4,000. She pays credit card, 2,000. She has a personal loan where she pays 3,500. And then cell phone plus Wi-Fi, she says she spent 1,200. She has one child and she pays the school fees, 2,000 rands, and the total is 32,500. So now here's the thing. Her salary is 33,000. She spent 32,500, meaning that she has about 500 that's left. So for me, when I look at her budget or her expenses, already you can tell that most of her money goes to the car. Number one, the car is 7,800. Then there's 1,000 in insurance, and then there is 3,000 on petrol. Already it's like 11,800 that goes to the car alone. And that's like 1/3 of her salary. I mean, like, that's a lot of money. And then when you combine that to the other debt that the color that she has, it's nearly 17,000 that goes, to a car and paying debts. Guys, no. No matter how much you earn, 33,000, it sounds like a big number, but this person's expenses and debts already chow most of the money. So as we spoke further, like I mentioned, I'm not a financial person, but experience made me a financial person. So what I did when I was speaking to this person, I said to them that, you know what, maybe they need to trade in the car or just take it back and use taxis. Imagine how much they can, save if they can go back to using a taxi. But then she mentioned that she works in construction, so I figure out maybe the distance from work as well might contribute to her using so much on fuel. But then now take the car back or trade it in and take a cheaper car. That would save her a lot. And then or rent closer to where she works. That way, most of the time construction works are mostly in remote areas. You find that it's within a village or in the outskirts of an urban area where the rent normally is quite cheap. So for me, I feel like if she can take out back the car and take a cheaper one, or ditch the car altogether just for a year or two, she can be able to save quite a lot of money, and then take that money and pay off the loans or the other debts that she has. And then especially the credit card, I didn't ask how much was the credit card repayment or the personal loan that she's paying, or how many months she still has. But if she has a few months left or even a year or two, if she ditched the car and its expenses altogether, she will be able to pay this off. Though of course, I know many people, we don't like swallowing this hard pill of downgrading, but sometimes we need to downgrade. Ha. Anyway, so the second expenses that I said she can downgrade on is the Wi-Fi and the cell phone, if possible. And then also if she has one child, 4,500 in groceries. I know things are expensive, but maybe if there were other items which she buys because of luxury, she can also cut on that. But not because I love food, I don't like cutting on food. I still feel we need to enjoy. We need to have something that we enjoy money on. But honestly, from my point of view, I feel this person, the biggest expense is the car. It's either they ditch the car altogether, and then move closer to work, into a cheaper apartment, into a cheaper space. I know most of the apartments in towns, they can be very expensive, but guys, it's okay to stay in a township. It's okay to rent in a village if ever you're going to travel, less than 30 kilometers to town. I feel in the villages and in the township, rent is still big, affordable. So, but honestly, if she continues like this, I really do not think she's going to survive. And here's the thing: you're earning 33,000. You don't have a funeral cover. You don't have. I didn't see if she sends money home to her relatives. Maybe she doesn't do that. But then, hey, bo, should God say, come back home, my child, how are we going to bury you? Because you don't have anything, which is something that we need to talk about. Many of you are working, but you do not have funeral covers that we need to talk about. And then also I told her that, saving is not about saving big amounts. You can start with 500 or 200. And she made me laugh because she was like, I do save sometimes 200, 500, but when electricity runs out, I go back and take that money, which it happens to the most of us as a judge. But at the end of the day, I feel the car is her biggest financial downfall. And also the rent, the car and that rent, those are too much. Unless maybe where she's staying, she needs that apartment that's that much expensive. But if not, my babe, ditch those all, start together, pay off the debts, and if possible, stay out of debt. Lay by if you cannot afford something, because wow. Yeah, anyway, that was my 2 cents that I was I spoke to this person, but I felt I wish you guys, it's a lot. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye bye.